If you are a comedian on the show tonight, please come out front for a meeting. If you are a comedian on the show tonight, please come out front for a meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Go Bananas Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Wednesday night, let me make some noise! All right, the couple quick announcements before we get the show started. Please turn those cell phones on silent. Don't heckle the comedian. And keep your table talk to a minimum or you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, make some noise for your friends and family you came to see on the Pro-Am! Please come along the stage, the very funny, the very talented, your host and MC, it's Spencer DeVolky! Wow!
Welcome to Go Bananas Wednesday night. How are you guys feeling? All right, good. Thank you guys for being here. This is the Pro-Am. This is Wednesday night. My name is Spencer DeVolky. I will be your host tonight. God, they slammed it in there, whoever did it yesterday. Oh, God, good start. This is part of the show, yes. It's fully broken. Oh, hello? Damn, I just got fired. That sucks. Hello? Might be the wire, I know. You guys can come back next week, right? Testing. Oh. Who did this to me? Is this part of my time? Don't be mad, Mikey.
Hey, just start doing something. Start doing a bit, and then the mic turns on.
Who's saying that? It won't turn on. Is that an electrician? Well, guys, my name's Spencer. Welcome to the show. This is good. This is fun. So yeah, like I said, I'm an audio video technician. I was gonna say I've been going to the gym a lot. That's why I slammed the microphone and fucked it up. This is weird. I feel like I'm doing late night. You know what I mean? You guys, you see this thing? You guys fucking. Jay Leno has a weird reference here. Fixed it. Yeah, thanks, boys. Oh, good. Now I don't have to yell. God, make sure that wire's not too tangled. We really run a tight ship here. If you guys can't tell, everything's very fixable and situated. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been going to the gym. Obviously, I'm fucking huge. We already established that. I tried to start going to the gym to meet girls. That was my thinking, was that girls like guys who go to the gym. If I'm being honest, that's just the way it is. I had this girl over to my apartment though, and she saw that I had like workout stuff on the floor in the corner, and she saw it and she looked at me and she went, "Oh no, don't tell me you work out." I was like, "What the hell? This is all for you." Also, when I say workout stuff, I'm just talking about like a pull-up bar that hangs on the door frame, you know what I mean? She acted like she walked in and saw me jacking off to P90X. Like, I don't fucking do that. I jerk off to workout girls on Instagram like everybody else. Man, they keep sending them to me. Probably because I keep watching them. That's how they code the algorithm. But yeah, dude, this girl hates working out. Like, what other positive, healthy habits is she not into? You know what I mean? Hates exercise. She comes out of the bathroom. She's like, "Did I see a fucking toothbrush in there?" Hopefully this guy at least has chlamydia or I'm out of here. And I do. I know you can take a pill to get rid of it, but I'm keeping it. I just want to see what happens, you know? Maybe get in the Guinness Book of Records for the longest standing case of chlamydia. Jesus is right. That's a joke, obviously. You guys are all acting like I just announced I have an illness to everybody. Comedy show, comedy show. Nobody here has chlamydia. God, I'm just looking at the wreckage of what I did earlier on the ground now. It's a mess up here. I was at the gym the other day, though, and I was thinking about the women's empowerment movement. And I think I decided that it was secretly started by a guy. Because girls will come to the gym in basically no clothes at all. And they're just like, "This is for me and for other women." It's like, hey man, we're all in this together, you know what I mean? Could be for other people too. All right, you guys hated that, that's good. I mean it, because even think about back in the day. What was the thing for the women's movement? Burning the bra. In what world is that bad for men? You know what I mean? We just all had to fake it. Women are at the protests like, "We're not gonna wear a bra anymore." And guys are just like, "No, don't, please." Anything but that, we hate that. I mean, really, think about it. Showing off your body, that's not empowerment. At least that's what I say. You know where the women are empowered? Saudi Arabia. They don't ever show any parts of their bodies to men. And I heard they make the men drive them everywhere. It's like a whole country full of Uber drivers. Not like that, not like that. Sorry, no. I know we had a weird start to the show, but you guys are now having a weird energy. I've forgotten all about this. So let's just all have fun. You guys all came to see your friends. We don't have to be nervous about a fully racist joke that I just told. It's just a joke. Also, odds are there's nobody from Saudi Arabia here at Go Bananas in Montgomery, Ohio. If they were, we would welcome them, but they don't want to hang out with us, let's be honest. I stopped drinking because going out with my friends, they would always get too fucked up. Like, any of you guys have that friend that gets so drunk they turn into a vampire? I have a friend who does that. We'd be at the bar, and then he'd just disappear for like 35 minutes. And then you see him all the way across the bar, and he's just like this. People are walking by, and he's just like, I want to suck your dick. Thank you, that was Drunk Vampire. Thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. That was not the whole room. That was some people, everybody was split on, I want to suck your dick. That's okay. Now we know who the fun people are. When I was in college one time, I took this girl home from a party. Well, I didn't take her. She wanted to come. We both left the party voluntarily. That's how I want to start the story. But yeah, this was, like I said, this was a long time ago. I don't drink anymore. This was when I was in school. But so, went to a party, went home with this girl, and we were about to have sex. Like I said, this was a long time ago. I reached for a condom. Like I said, I've changed. But so I went for a condom, and she said, oh, no, don't worry. You don't have to wear a condom. I ate an orange today. Anyway, so then I fucked her without a condom. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. Some raw doggers over there, dude. No, obviously she said that, and I had questions. I was like, please elaborate. And she was like, acting like I was weird. She was like, oh, you didn't know? If you have a diet high enough in vitamin C, you can't get pregnant. I was like, obviously you heard that from a guy who you were right about to have sex with who didn't want to wear a condom. That is some shit a dude would make up for sure. He's just rooting around the refrigerator. He's like, I don't know, let's see what we got here. Oh, did you know if you eat enough oranges, you can't get pregnant? So that's, we'll keep that in mind. Also, I also heard if you pour expired milk on your pussy, you'll never die. So that's, Anyway, so then I fucked her without a condom. No, I'm kidding. Her name was Tropicana. She had big old Florida naturals. All right, well, that's the end. You guys are no fun. All right. No, you guys are great. Make some noise for yourselves for coming out. We got a great show for you guys tonight. Ton of funny comedians, your friends, your family, pros, amateurs. It's a great night. Starting right now with one of my friends, a very funny young man. Everybody make some noise right now for Nick Benavides.
Give it up for Spencer working through that technical difficulty. Oh my goodness. Chlamydia was the best gift I ever gave that man. I was the vampire in that story. But yeah, though, so you know what? This may be a generalization, but you guys all look like a pretty nice crowd, You all look employed. I got a job recently, I got an internship. And when they asked me for my proof of vaccination, I told them that I'm autistic. What, you guys didn't get Pfizer? You guys hate me. You know what, as you can see by these bracelets, I am pretty autistic, And being autistic, it's not all bad. If I was in Greek mythology, I could have fought Medusa, man. I hate eye contact. On the spectrum, I'm considered as high functioning. So when I smoke weed, I'm really high functioning. If you get me high enough, I'll introduce you all my Transformers toys. Being an autistic man, sometimes I misinterpret what people tell me. Like I take what they say too literally. Like one time my buddy asked me to hit his bong, and I shattered it. Or like as a kid, my mom told me not to cast stones at glass houses, so I threw them at my neighbors' houses. I was the neighborhood stoner. Or like one time, my poor father, he got stranded on the side of the road, and he needed me to jump his car, so I stole his rims. It even affects my love life too, man. Jesus Christ. One time my fiance asked me to toss her salad, so I threw away the leftovers. Finally, we got some butt eaters over here. Okay. Man, though. What's so interesting about being autistic is I didn't realize I was autistic until I was 15. Not because I wasn't curious. That's just when I was allowed out of the attic. You know, to tell you the truth, you know, I'm not very open about my autism. Despite the fact that I'm being open about my autism. Like when you first meet people, you can't introduce yourself as autistic. So when people first meet me, they can't tell if I'm autistic or just really annoying. Like goddamn, that kid loves trains. Why is he chewing on a Lego? But yeah, though, what's so being autistic? It's so wacky and fun, you know. What's so interesting is that, God damn it, what did this have to do with Hitler? God though, when people aren't talking to me, you know, I kind of cease up. I'm a little bit awkward, so when people aren't talking to me, my brain will just go, "Stretch your legs, Nick." What? Stretch your legs. Why? People will notice. When they see you bend that ass over, they'll have no choice but to look at that crack. God. But yeah, though, I'm actually going to finish off with this one. So there's a stereotype that autistic people are just supposed to know all these random facts. And it really pisses me off because it's completely true. Seriously, one time my friend asked me to name every president that was on every coin, and I knew them all. Like for example, on the dollar coin, you have President Sacagawea. It's okay, they weren't ready for woman president either. And then on the dime, you have President FDR. And I get why he was put on the 10-cent coin, because he could only move his 10 fingers. But yeah, that's a polio joke. That joke has legs, but he did not. And then you have George Washington on the most popular coin, the quarter, and there's no real historical significance to that. He just fit really well into a gumball machine, you know? And then lastly, of course, you have President Kennedy on the most rare coin, the 50-cent coin. And the reason you can only see the left side of his face is because the other half got shot off. All right, my name is Nick Benavides. Thank you for the feedback. You guys ready for your next comic? Come to the stage, the very funny Tyson Cox.
All right. JFK, too soon, huh? All right. It's good to be here. I'm going to be honest. I'm here to get clips for TikTok, so if you guys could laugh real hard or assault me physically. It's good to be here. I'm excited to be anywhere. I'm excited. It's just I'm a happy person, which is weird because I have a condition called RFB, which is a resting hell yeah brother face. I'm not even making a face. That's yeah. All right. It's not. All right. If you guys don't know what resting hell yeah brother face is, that's when dudes in Kid Rock T-shirts are really excited to tell you their secret thoughts. You want to know what's really going on? Like, I don't think I do. That sucks. I got that kind of face that's just like crummy dudes are just real comfortable talking to me about. Like I was at a bar the other day and like this guy didn't even look at me. He just like could smell how white I was. He was just like, sunscreen, right? And he just turned around and looked me dead in my face and he was like, hey man, I don't think bisexual people are real. I think they're just pretending. I was like, pretending? I was like, all right, dog, like when was the last time you pretended so hard you sucked a dick, right? Like, here's the thing, I play D&D twice a week. I pretend twice a week. I've never like rolled a 1 and had to fuck a dragon, right? Rolled a 20 and I earned it. Am I right? Yeah, I'll take it. I do play. I play D&D. Anyone else here play D&D? Couple people. If you guys don't know this, the worst thing about playing D&D is the condom budget. We be fucking. No. It's actually hearing other people tell you about their D&D game. Because it's like, oh God, it's like listening to somebody tell you about their dream, but worse. Right? Because at least with a dream, they couldn't help it, right? It's just like, hey, the other day I had this crazy dream, dude. Like, my dog was teaching me math, but my dog wasn't my dog. It was actually Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Well, that's crazy. I didn't think you'd be good at math, right? But with, like, D&D, it's always, like, it's just, they had all the control. They'd show, it's like, it's what my character would do. Yeah, but you made that character, you know? You were the one that decided that, right? Like, so I was like, I jizz map the wizard. I do cum magic. I'm like, get your fucking sex war crimes out of here. All right, that was funny to me when I wrote it. Okay. Anyone want to throw a bottle at me I can chug or? No, all right. Despite all my D&D playing, I'm married. I'm a married guy. Yep, nope, shut up. She hates it when people are happy for us, so most of you guys did good. I like being married. It's interesting. My wife's actually bisexual, which makes me a quarter gay on her side. Yeah. Which I like my wife, which I know sometimes isn't popular. I've met a lot of dudes who are like, my wife is such a bitch. And I'm like, yeah, dog, I'm sure you had nothing to do with that. But I like her. It's good. She's an engineer, which means she's really smart. But she did marry me, a comedian, so she does make bad decisions. Which, side note, it's really weird. My wife's an engineer. My friend circle is 2 engineers, a CEO, and an entrepreneur, and a computer programmer. I don't know why they hang out with me. I'm pretty sure they're just trying to see if chasing a dream is worth it. But I like my wife. Like, I like my wife. She makes way more money than me. Which sometimes older dudes get mad. They get so mad at that. They're like, your wife makes more money than you? Don't you feel emasculated? And I'm like, nah, dog, I like Pokemon and knitting, man. Like, you can't kill what's already dead, right? And to top it off, she bought a house, right? We did not buy a house. She bought a house. And I get to live in that house, which is great. And all I had to do was, like, eat pussy and listen, right? Yeah, live, laugh, lick labia, am I right? Munch, box, or kick rocks. All right, guys. Hey, I'm Tyson. Thank you very much. You guys are a good crowd. So let's just keep that energy going. Let's keep that rolling for the next comic. Very, very funny. I love watching him perform. Blake Hammond.
Hey, one more time for Tyson, huh? Isn't it crazy that he plays D&D, but I don't? Out of the two of us, you'd think. That's funny. Hell yeah. I'm excited to be here. I've been sober for 7 years. No, don't clap. Tonight's the night. I'm over it. I'm done, dude. Now, when people find I'm sober, they're like, oh, I bet, like, drinking holidays are hard for you, like St. Patrick's Day. And I'm like, not really, because, like, drinking wasn't my problem, you know? Because there was a holiday where we snorted Percocet in the bathroom, that would be an issue. So Easter's tough, but, he is risen. You guys laughed a lot. Pillheads over here. Watch your catalytic converters. Those fuckers are going to steal them. No, I already got them all while you guys were in here. I'm also married. Yeah, I have a wife. Sorry, whores, I have a wife. No one's ever sorry. Laugh too hard at that. Go fuck yourself. Now my wife bought this sign for our yard recently that says, "In this house, we believe science is real and kindness is nice and women are people." I don't know what it says, but it's something like that. But when I first read it, it made it sound like we only believe that stuff while we're in the house. Like we have guests come over and I'm like, "Listen, dude, those are the house rules, but if you want to take a walk with me, I can tell you my outside thoughts." I'm like whispering to my friend, I'm like, "Yeah, I think the earth is flat." My wife's like, "Take it outside! Not in the house! You know not in the house." All right, fuck yeah, that joke rocks. Oh, you liked it? Okay, cool. You're smiling. I didn't hear you, but you're smiling. That's good. Oh yeah, that's a good joke. All right, yeah. Oh, here's the second part that I've never tried this part, but I do like the sign. I think it's cool. I kind of just wish it said stuff that we actually do in our house. You know what I mean? Like if it was like, "In this house, we cook our pizza rolls in the oven." "In this house, we have 12 streaming services, but nothing to watch." Like, "In this house, the floor is also a laundry basket." "In this house, the closet is where my husband is." My wife wrote that part, but yeah, she wrote that. She fucking sucks. That sucks. Damn. All right. Well, I'll never do that part again, but that's okay. All right. I want to tell this joke. It's got a little bit of a setup, but you guys are cool and whatever. Clap if you remember who Damar Hamlin is. Clap if you remember who that is. A lot of you. Okay. If you don't know who it is, it's the NFL player that died on the field. They resuscitated him. It was an amazing story, right? But the first public appearance he made after that was at the Bengals-Bills playoff game. And that game, it was like a really snowy day. Damar was wearing a mask. So everyone on the internet was like, "Dude, that's not Damar. That's a clone. That's not Damar. That's an actor, dude. It's just an actor. It's not Damar. It's an actor." And I thought that was like really shitty at first. But I was thinking about it, and I kind of wish that dude is an actor. Because that guy has to play professional football this year. He's like, "Dude, I'm just a theater major. What the fuck? I gotta be the safety for the Buffalo Bills this year? Are you fucking kidding me? They didn't teach me cover 2 defense at Juilliard. Like, I don't know what to do." He's on the field. They're like, "Damar, do you know the play?" He's like, "A play. Finally, something I do know." I love plays. All right, let's pretend. Let's live in that world. Let's live in that world for a second where that guy is an actor, right? Let's say that dude's an actor. That guy is going to get murdered on the field this year. He's going to get killed on the field, and then they're going to have to call up his understudy. All right, well, I'll cut that ending, but that was fun. You guys are fun. Give it up. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Very good. You guys are fun and a good crowd. Hell yeah. Next comedian is very funny. Why don't you guys give it up for Gene Harding, everybody?
Don't worry, I'm just as nervous as you are. I don't know if they invited y'all personally, but I'm glad that y'all here. It's my first time here in Montgomery, Ohio. Don't clap yet. Let me make it out of this bitch first. I don't know if this is a comedy show or an auction. These are jokes. What the fuck is going on here, man? Don't start switching up on my ass. I felt like race relations was getting better in this world, man. I was watching the news a few months ago. This is when I knew it was getting better. Like when I found out that Mexicans was kidnapping black people. I'm like, okay, we made it. That's what we wanted, was a little attention. We still got work to do though, man. I was walking down the street one time and this drug dealer came out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey man, you want some weed? I got that gas." I was like, "Nah, I'm cool." Then he went to the white boy next to me like, "Hey, you want some cocaine?" I said, "Hey man, don't I deserve some of the finer things in life?" I feel like the pandemic brought race relations, made it better. Like I noticed that at the top of the pandemic, it brought black people and white people closer together so we could make fun of Chinese people. We ain't do it on purpose, Asian friends. I'm just telling you how it was. But like when I first heard about COVID, I remember being at the house and I just saw the news. There's a new virus coming from the Wuhan Clan. I said, word? Wuhan Clan got a new album out called A Virus? I got on the elevator at the top of the pandemic and there was an old white couple in there holding hands. They ain't say nothing to me. On the next floor, Chinese dude got on the elevator. All of a sudden, the white couple grabbed my hand. Now all three of us in the corner just holding each other and crying and shit. I wasn't even trying to be racist. It's just that I ain't have no more sick days at work. I couldn't call out no more, you understand? I just retired from my day job so I could do comedy full time though. But I had the second gayest job in the world. I was a flight attendant. Yeah. Y'all looking at me like, well, shit, what's gayer than being a flight attendant, Gene? Sucking dick professionally, that's it. There's a hierarchy there. There's sucking dick, flight attendants, nurses, choreographers. For black people, that's choir directors. Y'all might think it was fun, like I was straight dude getting all the girls. Nah, it wasn't like that, because shit is different now. Now the gay guys, they get to tease us and make fun of me when I come to work. All the gay guys be in the corner like a gang of them. Aha, look at Gene. He like pussy. Get him, boys. Wait, what? They got me shook right now. What I look like going home and telling my friends I just got beat up by the village people. One time this lady got on my plane with her baby and sat in a chair and pulled her titty out to breastfeed her baby. I was so excited when I saw that titty, but I ain't have nobody to share it with. I was so alone, only straight dude on the plane. I kept walking up and down the aisle trying to steal a peek at the titty. Finally, the lady caught me looking. Now I felt the need to start a conversation. What you say to somebody when they titties out? So I got nervous. I was like, so, what kind of milk do you use? I got a kid too, man. I know how expensive it is to raise kids. I saw this homeless lady one time standing on the corner when I was in New York, begging for money with her 4 kids. And that shit broke my heart. So I did what anybody in here would do. I went in my wallet and I gave her a condom. That's what she needed more than that $1. I'd love to have 4 kids myself, but no, they all wrapped up in napkins because of my financial situation. It's taking some of y'all a little while to get these jokes. I'm seeing there's a slow curve here in Montgomery. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I got stupid friends. One of my homeboys was like, yo, Gene, I'm about to go conversate with this girl real quick. And I said, hey, homeboy, it's not conversate, it's converse. He looked me dead in my face. He's like, yo, Gene, when you go home tonight, you gonna masturbate or masturb? I said, you a fucking genius. If you're on social media, please look me up. My name is Gene Harding, at Gene Harding, Gene, Harding as in Tanya. All right, I'm leaving y'all. I can't help y'all. Good night.
Yeah, I gotta get the next comedian, Mr. Alex Schubert.
Got it. I got fired already.
All right, well, keep it going for that guy's pink slip, everybody. Fired as fuck. Yes. Nah, dude. Cheer for the guy's firing. Hell yeah, dude. No, I am autistic as well. What? Nick Benavides is bro alter ego. Let's bring him on stage. Nah, I do have the autism too. I think the new term for autism is neurodiverse. And I actually like that because that implies that people with autism simply see the world differently. And I'm no different. Like, for example, as an autistic person, I see the world as a wonderful place. Once I get my apple juice. It's very nice. Until then, I'm mad and it sucks. Nah, a lot of people are like self-diagnosing themselves as autistic, which I kind of find annoying. They're like, man, I watched a TikTok video and now I'm convinced I have autism. You can't do that. Like, the only way you can find out you have autism from a TikTok video is if a dance video comes up, you watch them do the routine one time and then go, got it. Like, that's all you need. That's all you need to know, man. I also, I've been going to therapy recently because I needed an unoriginal joke premise, and I was... There we go. We all do it. No, actually, I was going, and this past Thursday, I found out that I also have ADHD. No one gives a shit when you tell them when they know you already have autism. No one gives a shit. But I'm kind of happy though because I can help improve parts of my life. One thing we struggle with is focus. Yeah, and I can improve that by taking Adderall. I can. And we also struggle with financial security. We struggle with that, and I can improve that by selling Adderall. It's awesome. I'm rich as fuck. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know how I ever get laid. I'm the dumbest person on the planet. Really am, man. I was dating a girl one time. We were doing the thing. We did. And then midway through, she stops me. She looks up and asks maybe the weirdest question I've ever been asked in bed. She asked, "Have you ever weighed your dick?" I can't say I have. I have better things to do in my free time. Well, I do. It did kind of prompt me to look it up. I did some research. I found out the average dick weighs 0.35 pounds. I know this because I weighed them all. It's thanks for helping me out, y'all. It did. But also, if she asked that measurement, 0.35 pounds, that's not a hot number to bring up in bed. That's way too specific. 0.35 pounds? He rounded to the hundredths place. That's so hot. Hell yeah, dude. But also, you can't round. You can't do that. You can't round up to 1. That's not fair. And you certainly can't round down to 0. It's he got that helium dick. Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna get your next comic up on stage. I'm a big Reds fan too. I watched a lot of commercials as a kid because they fucking sucked when I was young. And this commercial used to come on all the time. It was for this male enhancement product called Enzyte. You remember what it was? I thought I heard a laugh, that might have been a cough. And see, autism. No, but the tagline for Enzyte was that it was the once daily tablet for natural male enhancement. It's a giant dick pill, in case you're wondering. And the mascot for all these commercials, his name was Smilin' Bob. The creepiest man who's ever been on TV. He never had one line. All he did was just... hors d'oeuvres? Yeah, so what happened was this company went under. They faced a shit ton of lawsuits because, and I don't know if you know this, there's no such thing as a pill that makes your dick bigger. Does not exist. And they got caught after thousands of people left complaints with the Better Business Bureau, which means there's a customer service number people can call to complain about their tiny dicks. That sounds like the greatest job of all time. Are they hiring? Who can I give my resume to? Some dudes on the other line, my dick is still small. And the customer service guy's like, "Sir, it is against company policy to say that that's the funniest thing I've ever heard." But I'll leave on that. I'm Alex. Thank you guys so much. Coming up next to the stage, I've known him a long time. He's very funny. Give it up for Mike Frank.
Yeah, Enzyte. Yeah, it's still 0.35. I still. No, all right. So my dad, he played baseball. He was a pitcher in college, and so with me, he growing up, he kind of wanted a professional baseball player. He got a kid easily distracted by bugs and grass. More what I was bringing to the table. I know my dad. He'd always tell me, don't be afraid of the ball, right? when I was up to bat. Don't be afraid of the ball. I'm not afraid of the ball. I'm afraid of the bigger, stronger kid with underdeveloped motor skills being encouraged to throw the ball at me. It's more my fear. You know, they give you a helmet. It's their way of saying, you're probably going to get hit. Specifically, in the head. You know, the two people behind you, they're in full body armor. One of whom, by the way, is a fully grown adult man. You know, he's crouching behind the children. Must be nice to feel safe back there. Don't worry, I have a stick to protect you with. So. I know sports, it's gotten like kind of controversial these days. Like some people are upset about transgender athletes. Here's the thing. If transgender athletes are so bad, why is it that whenever I played sports as a kid, that everybody called me a pussy? Why did the parents of the other kids cheer that at me when I was out on the field? You know? Frank, you throw like a girl. I feel like progressives were not the first ones to make gender identity and sexual orientation confusing in sports. You know what I mean? I had plenty of coaches who switched up my pronouns. You know? My dad coached several of my sports teams. I know my dad. He also made my younger sister play baseball on all the boys' teams growing up. So it might have been a hangover from some stuff that happened with me. You know, it's like I swear, one way or another, one of these 4 lesbians. My dad has 4 kids, 3 boys, 1 girl. So one of these 4 lesbians is gonna turn pro throwing a baseball. I do think it's kind of wild that like scientists have already figured out how to turn men into women, women into men. Christians can't even figure out how to turn gay people straight. Step up your game, Christians. You know? I don't know. I feel like Christians and transgender people though have more in common than they think. I feel like they can relate to each other. You know, because like God experimented with some stuff. You know what I mean? He invented circumcision, you know? Dude made everybody promise to do that in the Bible, you know what I mean? Like, God doesn't take pinky swears, you know? He wants hardcore commitments, you know? I just feel like, you know, like for Christians to understand it better, gender transition just needs like rebranding, you know? It's like, what are you doing over there? Are you reshaping your genitals? I'm making a covenant with God. I don't know, like Abraham, you know, he went up on the mountain. He was willing to kill his son Isaac for God. But did he have the balls to cut his own dick off? It's a greater sacrifice. You know what I mean? What do you think, Dad? Would you rather kill me or cut your dick off? It's the craziest question you could ever ask your father. Yeah, I see your desire for me to play baseball, and I raise you, prove your love to me. All right, that's going to be my time, everybody. A lot of fun. Keep it going for the very funny Laura Burkhead.
Hi, everyone. How are we doing today? Yes, okay. My name's Laura Burkhead. I'm from Chicago. I'm actually from Cincinnati, but live in Chicago right now. Everyone's like, yeah, you're not from Chicago, Laura. I'm here for the Taylor Swift concert. Yes. That's an absolute brag because I did get tickets. Thank you. I'm going to have so much Skyline here. I'm going to have Skyline like 8 times in 4 days. Just watch. Okay, so now that you guys know me a little bit, I like Taylor Swift. I like Skyline. I like to ask a lighthearted question. Is anyone here part of the Dead Dad Club? My entire family is right there, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing, Laura? No. And it's like, my brother's like, I am. Yeah, so I've been a part of that club for about 7 years now. And when you're in that club, you don't get a Letterman jacket, okay? It's not that type of club. You get frozen casseroles and condolence messages, okay? And there's one condolence message that I have to share with you all. And it's from a guy that historians are going to call my first love. So I knew the guy, okay? So when he found out my dad passed away, he texted me, and I quote, sorry about that. Literally everyone's horrified, me too. Yeah, sorry about that. Like, if we take a step back, this guy had access to every resource on earth to find what to say in that situation. He had Google.com. He had maybe artificial intelligence. He had Ask Jeeves if you were feeling kind of retro. But he was like, you know what? I think sorry about that is actually perfect. And like, do you think that was his first draft? What do we think? Like, do you think he was like, sorry about that, but LOL? Laugh out loud? Thought maybe a little too casual? Yeah. Or what about, sorry about that, but like, you up? Yeah, it's like, okay, a little bit inappropriate for the scenario. Like, sorry about that is what you say when you forget to attach a PDF to an email. You know, like, oh, I meant to send this, sorry about that. But no, that guy, he took his 2 stubby fucking fingers, typed out, sorry about that, and was like, I did good, boys. I did really good. Okay, so that's enough of the dead dad stuff. So are we Walgreens people or are we CVS people in here? Okay, CVS is yelling at me. I'm a Walgreens gal myself. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I go to Walgreens a lot, but I think Walgreens, the people who work at Walgreens, they know too much, and that scares me. They know exactly what's going on in my life based on the contents of my little basket. So I could come up to the counter. Let's say I have tampons. Oh my God, she's talking about tampons. I come in, I have tampons, Motrin, and a heating pad, and they just look at me and they're like, Godspeed, soldier. You know, like tap starts playing. Or I come in, I'm all dressed up. I have maybe some wedges on. I have White Claw in my hand because I'm a city girl on the go. I'm from Chicago, like I said. And they look at me and they're like, no, you're not a city girl on the go. You're just like a basic white bitch who doesn't drink beer. You know, and I'm like, okay, drag me to absolute hell. You're correct. Yeah, so the Walgreens cashiers know a lot, but the pharmacists, they know a lot more. The pharmacists, they know my deepest issues and insecurities, what medications I'm on, and things that I really wouldn't want, the general public to know. And I can't help but think the pharmacists are judging me for what's going on in my life. And so, so sorry to my entire family right there. But the one time I had to buy Plan B, so sorry about that. Brag? I don't know. I was so nervous about it that I was practicing it, ordering my Plan B over and over again in my car. I was practicing the one line. I was like, okay, Laura, you got this. All right. Hi, could I get the morning after pill? And it's like, okay, Laura, it's a little stuffy, let's shake it off a little. Hi, could I get the pill? And it's like, okay, a bit casual because it's a pharmacy, what pill, So I'm in my car practicing it over and over and over again. And by the time that I got up to the counter to deliver my line, you would have thought I was auditioning for a Disney show. I was like, hi, my name's Laura, and I'd like to buy Plan B. Do. Thank you so much. That's my time. All right. Thank you. Let's keep it going for your next comic, the hilarious Carter Doherty.
Man, keep it going for Laura, everybody. That's real fun. So yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Doing good, huh? Everybody drinking, having a good time? You're not drinking, dog. You sober night? That's fun. Yeah, I shouldn't have started drinking, but I did. I'm not very good at it. I'm 22 right now, so I've only been drinking for like 10 years. And it goes bad every time. Like if anything else had the effect that alcohol has on my life, I would quit it immediately. Like if I ever ate peanut butter and then accidentally pissed on a lady, probably wouldn't have slammed 8 Reese cups and drove home last night. I don't know. You ever slammed too many back, man?
No, I got a pretty good tolerance actually.
Really? Yeah. Dang. You ever never even gotten like you ever been a victim of the whiskey dick? You ever gotten that? No?
No.
That's a good penis. That's good. Well, me too. Yep, never gotten whiskey dick one time. Yep. But I have gotten my penis won't get hard because I'm trying to put it in a lady and I'm gay dick. You ever get that one? That was a joke. Total laugh out loud joke. I have a girlfriend, and I get hard for her. I'm so freaking horned up. Well, I was on Instagram the other day, and I saw a girl that I knew in high school, and she posted a new selfie, and she looks way different than she did in high school. She used to be a bigger gal, and she lost a lot of weight, and good for her. But the caption, like, she talked about her weight loss journey. She was like, my boyfriend dumped me for being too big, so I showed his ass. It's like, I think he just did what he wanted you to do. If you want to show his ass, I think you gotta gain 100 pounds and fuck his dad. I think that's how you show his ass. Well, that's good. Well, I'm in the National Guard of Ohio. For some reason, no, we do nothing at all. But I did go to basic training with the real guys, and I went there in 2020, which was a good time to go. And we got to the end. I went in January. We got to the end, and the end was right when the whole thing started. They were like, "By the way, you're not leaving ever. Actually, don't expect that." And everybody went crazy. And 3 dudes I knew that were quote unquote straight ended up fucking a gay dude in our platoon. It's like there were chicks there. You didn't have to do all that. I don't know. That was pretty gay. Like but I don't know what was gayer because they were coming on his back, but I was crying on his shoulder. So what's really the gayer thing? Oh. Well, what am I gonna close on? I gotta do something funny. Okay. Well, yeah. As I was saying, I do have a girlfriend. She's totally fucking real. And we moved in together a couple of months ago, and she got a full-time job in the city. She started working at Planned Parenthood. So she does that, and I sell weed for a living. Yep. So since Roe v. Wade, we're both driving to Michigan once a week. But it's been cool since she started working there. She lets me come in her. Employee discount. No, but she's a very liberal gal. That'd be crazy if she wasn't, huh? Conservative Planned Parenthood employee. Like, I'm just trying to get these little angels to heaven as soon as possible, you know? Get on up there. Meet Jesus. All right, guys. That's going to be my time. I've been Carter Doherty. Your next comic, she's super fucking funny. Everybody, it's Amber Nicole Durbin Jackson Howard.
Hello, everybody. I am Amber, Nicole, all those other names. So that's actually not my last name at all, but it makes it a little harder for you to stalk me, I guess. But if you're interested, hit me up after the show. I'll give you my address and my schedule. I like the extra attention. I'm a Leo. So a little bit about me. I am an anti-feminist, bisexual, conservative on social welfare. Yeah, a lot of hypocrisies there, I'm sure, but it's okay. I have a hole in my brain. I actually do have a hole in my brain. From 12 to 15, I had inoperable brain cancer. I ballooned up to 350 pounds, became disabled at 25, went septic at 28, scars from head to toe. I had over 20 surgeries, and I died almost 3 times to get here tonight. Wasn't supposed to be here. You're welcome. So this is actually only my second time ever on stage doing comedy. So we'll see how it goes. But just in case y'all don't laugh, I do have a backup plan. I'll start doing impersonations. One of them being Bert Kreischer, and I don't have a deep voice, so we all know where that's headed. It's actually a good thing that I'm from Cincinnati, in case I do take the show on the road. They'll know exactly where to return me. With this orange hair and all these stripes, naked, I look like a walking Bengals mascot. So they know exactly where to bring me back to. I grew up an only child, had 2 of everything, 2 rooms, 2 computers, 2 birthday parties, 2 closets. Then I got married, and he wanted me to share everything. Share my room, my feelings, my closet. You can share the top drawer. That's about what you get. So, yeah, fun fact, I actually grew up an only child, but I'm one of 5 that we know about so far. The numbers are still out. I found out my bio dad is some different dude that I never met until a few years ago. He got around. So, we're still waiting for all the siblings to come in. But I, got married and had to share my shit. And then we've been married 14 and a half years. Anybody in here married? Just a couple. Smart decision. Yeah. So I've been married 14 and a half years, long enough for 2 7-year itches. During the first 7-year itch, I actually found somebody I liked a little better. Someone didn't think the sex was for me. And so husband's actually not here tonight, but the boyfriend is. We've been together 6.5 years now. We've almost come up on our first 7-year itch, so I'm taking applications for that as well. Now that I have siblings, I gotta get used to sharing, and so does he. He actually ran away after moved away after I got to know him a little bit. Had to chase him back around the country to get him back here. And then he decided of his own volition that it was best for him to come back here and live. Tried to get him to move in with me and the husband. Neither one of them went for it. But they both had siblings growing up. I don't know what the big deal is. They should be used to sharing by now. So, anyways, I had a deep conversation with myself lately. We talk a lot to ourselves in here. And I decided what's important in life. Is it important to have somebody treat you well, talks good to you, or is it important to have great sex? And all the voices in my head decided unanimously great sex was what we needed right now. So, yeah, me and the boyfriend argue a lot. He's got it. I mean, he is a big dick. He's a huge dick, and apparently I'm a bitch. We usually argue because I have enough shit in my house to be on Hoarders twice, and I attach my emotions to objects. So, it's very hectic in our household. But anyway, so we normally will stop fighting long enough to have about 15 minutes of peace. That includes 13 minutes of foreplay and 2 minutes for sex. I know, but believe me, the 15 minutes, the sex is phenomenal. I swear to God, it's phenomenal. Right, babe? Yeah. So, anyways, call back on the tampon joke. So, ladies, don't you hate it when you have to lube up your tampons to put them in? Yeah. Oh, you don't have to do that? Guys, remember that when you're filling out applications later for the 7-year itch applications? I have to lube up the tampon. All right. So that's me. My name's Amber Nicole. All those other names. Follow me on Instagram, Amber Nicole with an H, Amber Nicole with an H, and then with an H afterwards. Please, everyone, I would like to welcome our next hilarious man up to the stage, Chris Weir.
All right, give it up for Amber Nicole with the H's. She wants to buy some H's. All right, you guys, that was a lot of times you want to make fun of the comic that was up here before you, but man, she opened up with some heavy stuff. You guys remember that? I'm a bisexual Holocaust survivor who has Lyme disease and my eye itches. Cool, thanks for being up here, brightening our spirits. Dude, Mike Frank was talking about baseball up here a little bit ago. You guys remember Mike Frank, tall, gangly guy, not funny at all. You remember him? I love baseball, dude. You know, he was making a good point about like helmets and shit. Like they have helmets in like t-ball, which seems unnecessary. Which also seems really necessary. They have helmets for like when coaches pitch, like the first year. Which I mean, it's like they don't really need it. But like they probably had like one instance where there was one coach that was just like pitching to their team. He was just like, you know what? Fuck Tommy. Helmets from now on. Thank you guys. I was hanging out with my family members recently. I'm not sure if you guys were doing that. I'm not sure if you guys went to the same function. Did you guys celebrate my dad's birthday? No? They still don't like drinking Bud Light. That's still like their personality. That seems really bizarre. I mean, still parents holding on to that. Like, dude, it's so weird. Like, they're like very like evangelical, like Christian family. So they say they don't really like they don't like drag shows. They don't understand pronouns. But like the whole basis of their entire religion revolves around the idea of one dude identifying as 3 different people at the exact same fucking time. And that goes by the name Trinity? Come on. Come on, I've been shushed by a Trinity before. Let's see, does anyone else remember presidential fitness tests growing up? Yeah, I heard a groan there. Did that make you guys anxious a lot? Like I was pretty big, and I'm super in shape now, but I couldn't like do like a chin up. It made me nervous. You know, and also I honestly thought all that information went directly to the president. That is way too much pressure to put on a child. Like, dude, he's got all that stuff going on in Iran right now. He doesn't need to see my bullshit. Just looking at all my papers like, come on, you little fat fuck, I need this. That was Barack Obama. That's who it was. Very young old boy. I don't like how people like are upset with kids now because they're not learning all the same things they learned in school. That's just a very tired argument, right? Like they're not learning cursive. So yeah, well actually, you know what? I'll start by saying this. I found this out. For the first time in years, the average like obesity rate for kids in the United States has dropped, which I think is pretty cool. And they're attributing this to how frequently kids now are running active shooter drills. That's pretty cool. Right. I'm glad I set it up that way. That was terrific. But like people will like complain, they'll be like, oh my God, they're not learning cursive. It's like, yeah, they're learning like schematics of their hallways. They're sprinting up and down their stairwells in Kevlar backpacks. Sorry they can't like write fucking weird handwriting. This happened recently. I was leaving a show. It was late at night. It was dark out. I was walking to my car. I was the only one on the street until this young woman walked out from a bar just like a little bit ahead of me, and she walks out in the same path that I'm walking, so I'm like 20 feet behind her walking. I'm like, I feel like I don't want to make her nervous that, you know, I'm just like some random dude walking behind her. So I went for my keys, and I go to like hit the key fob to like, hey, I'm going to my car. I want the car to like kind of go off, and then instead I hit the trunk button. So she walks by, my car trunk flips open. I try to make a noise like, didn't work. And it was really embarrassing. She got scared. The other lady in my trunk got scared. It was great. Hey, you guys have been fun. Thanks a lot. All right, keep that going for your next comic. Very funny. Alex Hernandez, everybody. Let him hear it.
My ex called me yesterday. They said, "How could you move on?" I said, "You were never available. I had to." They were like, "You trying to come back today?" I was like, "Come on, I'm with my family. My barber's really clingy. A bunch of bald dudes on this side." I'm happy to be here. Man, obviously I'm not from here, I'm from a different country. I'm from Kentucky. My real name is Manuel Alejandro, but I go by Alex because it's just easier, and Manuel Alejandro is a confusing name because like Manuel means God is with us, and Alejandro is Lady Gaga's favorite prostitute. I'm glad you guys like that. Thank you. Just here to have some fun, guys. Just here to have some fun. I'm racially ambiguous. I've learned this. Racially ambiguous. If you don't know what that means, you get confused for different races all the time. I'm Mexican. I'm full Mexican. Okay? So Mexican, I married a white woman. Had a baby. It's great. I will say my baby came out Greek yogurt white, so I do have questions. But it does make sense because like she's a ginger, so that's the whitest of the white. That's like burned in the wintertime white, you know what I'm saying? If anybody's wondering, it's just like she put it on me and then it was like hot Cheetos, I just couldn't stop, you know what I'm saying? No, but I am racially ambiguous. I get confused for a lot of different things all the time. I get confused for Middle Eastern, and when that happens, I just... I'm Indian, you know what I'm saying? I told the Jabberwockies I was Filipino when I auditioned for them. Interesting. I get confused for black, but not usually by who I want. Mainly police, never women. Anybody in here been arrested before? What'd you do? Are you white? Okay. I couldn't see. I got arrested once on my way to a ballet. Yeah. He pulled me over. He was like, "Sir, you didn't fully stop at that stop sign." I was like, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm just so excited about the ballet." He said, "Get the fuck out the car, Beaner." Oh. That's my favorite reaction to that. Come on. Yeah, me too, bro. I said, "Come on. I'm gonna miss the first act." Oh my god. It's okay though, like, paid the bond, I got out of jail, it was cool, made it to ballet, just fucking. It was cool, don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'm alive. Honestly, isn't it funny how when you hear honestly, you know it's about to be some bullshit? Honestly, on the inside, I'm white. I'm just a white guy named Ned. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, grew up hella white, in the country. Recess, I play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was white. I stopped hanging out with my white friends because their toys would end up missing. parents would be like, Alex, do you know what happened to Tommy's Transformers? I'm like, honestly? I've been working at a health clinic right now. It's interesting working at a health clinic because I got hit on the other day by a patient. She was like, damn, you fine as hell. Can you ask the doctor if he's gonna need a piss test today? It's never boring. But I do work with a lot of women, and I just wanna say, I figured y'all out. I know exactly when a woman is about to lie. Guys, watch out for this one thing. You know a woman is about to lie? You call her attention and all of a sudden she just goes, hey. Guilty, motherfuckers. All right, guys, that's been my time. I'll be back. My name's Alex Hernandez. I appreciate y'all. All right, give it up for your next comic, Misty V.
Guys, give it up for Alex one more time. Thank you, Alex. I never know what to wear when I do this, and I legit got here, and one of my friends saw my Snapchat story, and he was like, is there a second option? I said, you fucking asshole, I'm already here. What am I gonna do? But I recently went through a breakup, and it really sucks, because I feel like my last few relationships literally stemmed from hookups that I didn't want to have. I come with a full disclaimer, folks, okay? I tell you right up front, you don't want to hook up with me. And I can give you at least 5 mental health reasons why that is true. I promise. And for some reason, that makes at least half of those guys want to try a little bit harder. And they do. And eventually, they roll in with the whole relationship hoax, right? They're like, I thought of you today. I miss you so much. You're so beautiful. And eventually, I'm like, oh my God, he really likes me. This is so cool. And if he has good enough game, he may actually be able to make it into the end zone. We'll see, right? And if he does, he may very well have the time of his life for at least one night. Because by the next day, you see, as he's laying there, falling asleep, blissfully unaware of the fact that I am very much wide awake. And I'm already imagining what his last name looks like behind my first. And by the next day, he can expect no less than 20 texts from me, because we are now, in fact, in a serious and very committed relationship. And by the end of the week, we'll be solidifying our first home purchase. I came with a disclaimer, you can't get mad. No, but for real, I'm in my 40s now, and obviously re-entering the dating scene in my 40s was not in the plan. You know, I did the marriage thing, I had kids, they're fully grown now, which is great. And somehow, becoming single in my 40s like spawned this crazy solo adventure queen. I started doing crazy shit like paddleboarding on the ocean for miles, getting caught in storms, hiking by myself. It's been great. And I'm literally doing shit I never would have done in my 20s. I mean, I'm still doing guys in their 20s. But that's a bag we can unpack at another time, you know what I mean? So no, just a few weeks ago, I was actually shared with one of my best friends one of my first legit hiking experiences, because I grew up poor as fuck. So I remember going to Arizona, and for whatever reason, growing up, I thought Arizona was like flat and dusty and like fucking tumbleweeds rolling through. And I remember getting there and there was like, fuck, there's actual mountains here. It's beautiful in Arizona. Did you guys know? So I get there, and like by day 2, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm going hiking. So I'm looking up Yelp, where's the best place to go? I get an Uber. And as we arrive to the bottom of this mountain, this guy turns around and looks at me, he said, are you going in there by yourself? I said, yeah. He said, no. There's scorpions and mountain lions, and they'll stalk you. And I said, okay. Listen, sir, with all due respect, I grew up in Highland County, Ohio. And I managed to avoid teenage pregnancy all 6 years of high school, so. I
I think I can manage to avoid that mountain lion for just a couple of miles in there. You know what I mean, buddy? But thanks. So I get up in the mountains, and it's beautiful. And I don't know if you guys have actually ever smelled cactus, but it's beautiful. It smells like a cross between like fruit and flowers, and it's so nice. So I get a couple of miles in there, and I run into this gorgeous family, like some younger grandparents with their grandkids, ages like 8 to 11. So of course we exchange pleasantries. I'm like, you guys, are you having fun? What do you think? Is this great or what? They're like, would you mind taking a picture of us? I'm like, oh my God, no, I've totally got you. So I step back, getting everything in the frame, and I'm like, fuck, you're a good looking family. Taking all these photos, and then it occurs to me, you know, if we are in fact being stalked by a mountain lion right now, I only have to be faster than the slowest one in this group. As I hand their phone back to him, I said, you know, it's been great talking with you guys. Would you mind if I hike with you for just a little bit longer? Like, no, come aboard, come aboard. So I want to stay like a few feet longer. The kid's like, can I get on your back? I'm like, fuck no. You guys have been so great. Thank you so much. I want to bring up the next guy, who admittedly is one of my favorite Cincinnati comics. He's roasted me a lot, and he's fucking hilarious when he does it. Lee Kimbrell, let's go!
Keep it going for Rehab Barbie, everybody. Misty V, keep it going for her, for real. Thanks for coming out. This was fun. Hair and makeup on fleek. I wish I could say the same for me. Not the case. Makeup, if I could wear makeup, I would be, and I could, but I've always kind of been sketched out by it. Could they does this concern any women in here? Like, they test makeup on animals. They don't even, it's not safe enough. They throw it on monkeys. And how bad has that gone before? Like, they just throw some lipstick on a chimpanzee and they're like, there you go. Well, its lips fell off and it died. Next one. Okay, sorry. And then the companies will come out and they'll be like, no, that monkey didn't die from the makeup. That monkey died from pre-existing conditions. And it's like, okay, maybe it's pre-existing conditions, maybe it's Maybelline, you know? Maybe you're just killing animals for the sake of it, you know? All right, cool. Got a new lady right now, she's great. We leveled up recently. We were sitting on the couch together. She accidentally farted. And I know it was an accident because as soon as it happened, she fell completely silent and turned bright red and slowly turned her head to me like she was in the fucking Terminator and just went, that was you. I was like, that was me? You're farting out of my asshole? This is fucking great. We're compatible. What do you say we kiss, dude? She's wild. We walked into a bar the other day and she looked at me and she goes, God damn, my asshole itches. I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, yeah, you could have just said you gotta go to the bathroom, you know, but that's fun. Wild girl. Several years ago, I went to a concert. My 13-year-old cousin Natalie and all of her friends saved up a bunch of babysitting money, and they went to go see Drake. They bought tickets to see Drake, and then they lied to all of their parents and said that they were going to go see Drake from the Nickelodeon show Drake and Josh. So they needed a chaperone last minute, so they hit me up, and I was hyped. I was stoked, right? Free Drake concert, my cousin trusts me, this is gonna be dope. And then I realized in the moment that I was about to go to a Drake concert with 5 13-year-old girls. I walked in there looking like Drake. It's bad. I'm just cosplaying the guy. I was so uncomfortable the entire time. I walked in and boom, immediately looked like a creep. I knew what this looked like. It was a bad look. And we get down to our seats, the music comes on, they all start dancing, you know. I'm looking like Epstein's newest recruiter. It's very uncomfortable. They're all wearing jean shorts, 5 girls, maybe 1 pair of blue jeans between the 5 of them. They're just slutting it up. And we get to our seats and they start dancing and it's very sexually charged music and I'm turning red and I can feel everybody's eyes on the back of me. And I can't drink, right? Because I'm in charge of these girls. I got to drive them there. But my fairy godmother to my left, her and her girl brought in a Ziploc baggie of joints. So, like I said, I wasn't going to drink, but I certainly wasn't going to stay sober, you know? So I'm taking some of these and I'm hitting it. And then a miracle happened. Because you know sometimes you get drunk, or you get high rather. You get high and it makes you more paranoid about the situation. It makes things worse. That would have been a bad situation for that to happen in. But this case, it wasn't the case. I got a little stoned, my shoulders relaxed. I realized in the moment, I was like, dude, no, it's fine. The only reason I'm here is so that these girls have a fun and safe time. And that's what's happening. So now I'm vibing. I'm dancing with them. Have you ever gotten so high you realize you're not a pedophile? Just be like, damn, I've thought some fucked up stuff, but never that, dude. I looked at all my cousin's friends, I was like, you girls are fucking ugly, dude. You know? All right, man, that's gonna be it for me. That's gonna be it for me. We have 2 comics left, and they are 2 of my favorite comics that we got in the city, nay, the country. Make some noise for Cy Amundsen.
Hey everyone, this is how I dress. Some of you saw me before the show, you were like, he's probably not on it. Wrong. I have an autoimmune disease called psoriatic arthritis, and what it does is it makes your body stiffer, like keep getting stiffer until it's like, well, we're the stiffest. That's the disease. And when people find out you have a disease like that, they'd like to give you advice. But nobody is good at middle ground advice. They either have extremely basic advice or the wildest shit you've heard in a while. People are like, hey, have you tried yoga? Nope. Never in the near 7 years of turning into concrete have I thought of dabbling in the art of stretching. Was yogid? What'd you call it? Yogad? And then you'll have like a white woman in dreads who will come up to you and be like, have you tried horse estrogen? For what? For the disease. I mean, I'll try it, but I can't. That's not going to go great. What the fuck does horse estrogen do? The weirdest advice or help, the weirdest help somebody ever tried to give me, I met this woman at an event, and we got to talking, and she had a son that dealt with a lot of chronic pain. And she was telling me there was a doctor that they went to, a pain doctor, that cured him of his chronic pain. And so I was very interested. She was very nice. She goes, you know what, he's still, because of what he did for our family, he's a close friend, I could make an intro. And I go, that would be incredible. And so she sets me up with him. He texts me personally to set up an appointment. I'm like, this is great. And so the day of the appointment, I am heading to the appointment. And I am on a highway. And then I get off the highway and I'm on a road. And then off the road, I turned onto a gravel road. And then off the gravel road, I turned onto a second gravel road. And then off the second gravel road, I turned onto a third and final gravel road. And I don't know how many premier medical facilities are at the end of a gravel road journey. Fuck, can't be a lot. Can't be a ton of them. And in my brain, I was like, I must have got the directions wrong. And then there was more ammo to that when I pulled up, because it wasn't a building, it was a house. And I don't want to be dramatic. Dirtiest house in the history of human civilization. Looked like he wiped his ass with his house. And there was just a dog chained to a tree. You know, classic doctor's office. You're like, I gotta get my eyes checked. And then you shimmy around a Rottweiler tied to the earth. And I know you're like, well, why did you stick around past this moment? And we all have our baggage. My baggage is that I will accept unreasonable conditions from a medical provider. And that was born in me by my mother, who took us to a dentist who didn't wear gloves. Yeah, it's not a thing I knew as a kid. You ever been such a fucking hillbilly that at 20 years old you go to a real city doctor for the first time and you're like, oh, his fingers taste like rubber. So my standard for care is not where it needs to be. So I was like, I don't know, maybe he got a good deal on this office, and the dog came with it. And so I walked up, I'm like, this can't be it. And then this older man comes out, big white beard. He's got khaki pants, no shoes, a button-up shirt. And we like look at each other for a second, and he goes, are you Si? And I was like, fuck, nope. And then I just, that was the moment. I was like, and maybe he would have cured me, but I'm not gonna stick around and find out if he's Sling Blade MD. I'm not, there's a chance, but there's a better chance that like I met her at the event and she's like, I'm sending you another one, Jim, and he's fresh. Like that's the situation that I'm probably like just skinny and white, the way you like them, Jim. Flip him upside down, and it was crazy. As I don't move fast, so the time it took from me being like, no thanks, dude, to the car, he could talk to me, and he was pitching me to stay. Like, hey man, hey, where you going? Okay, come on, you tell me what's wrong, I can fix it. Like, it was the weirdest doctor pitch of all. Like, hey, where you going? There's nothing he had to say that is gonna convince me, given his look and tone of voice. Like, hey, where you going? Hey, here at Slap Henry's Medical Garage, I can solve all sorts of ailments if you just give me a chance. What's wrong, brother? You got moonshine toe? Huh? Hey, is your fattest brother still got that chundle jaw on him? We can fix it. Your peepaw got banjo wrist so bad that he can no longer choke the life out of a deer on his proper time. Huh? You remember? You remember? That's his whole local TV ad. Just you remember? Hey, you remember that girl Teresa in town who one of her arms was way longer than the other one? Then one day, whammo, they was the same length? Who you think did that? Huh? Hey, you remember? Hey, you remember when Jeff got bit by a bat at the street dance, so we shot him just in case? You remember? Hey, you remember when everyone thought you killed your wife, but you knew it was the one-armed man? Is that The Fugitive? Yeah, you remember The Fugitive? You can watch The Fugitive right here at Slap Henry's Medical Garage. Hey, we do it all. Here at Slap Henry's, we can take care of, but are not limited to the following procedures: bunion removal, midwifery, full wifery, circumcision reversal, blood test, urine test. Last month we taught a horse how to drive a school bus. Tommy John surgery, Jimmy John surgery, Quiznos mammograms, deep vein stromboli, pasta nipples, acorn mouth, Keith Garrick's disease, resting cases of Terry Bradshaw face. We can fix it. We can do it all here at Slap Henry's. I just fucking like that joke. At some point, this is gonna have to go in my act. It's just gonna ruin a set where it's like he did this character called Slap Henry for 2 weeks in a row on stage. Just at some point he's got a son like, hi, I'm Slap Henry Jr. We can fix bird water. We can fix tall face. We can fix. Hey, you remember The Fugitive? So it's at some point he's just running for office like, hey, this used to be the sort of town
where a man could run an unregulated, unlicensed medical facility with a mastiff tied to a tree in the front yard. And now my opponent over here, this SUV-sized woman, is trying to rob you of Slab Henry. Come around downtown now. Hey guys, that's it for me.
Boy, oh boy, are we closing it out strong. Ladies and gentlemen, put it together for the daddy, Rand Barnaclo.
Leave it off when I come up here. Leave it off. Buy some fucking pants. How about Psy, everybody? What's wrong, twisty hair? What happened? You so sad? Oh, laugh so hard she's crying at the man in paper-thin shorts. You okay over here? Arms crossed? Ew, bad way to be in the front row. Look at all these twisty hair people in the front row. Twisty, 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 You guys got Renaissance Fair twisty hair. You guys like the Renaissance Fair?
Yes.
Yeah. The girl with the cat ear says yes? No fucking way. No fucking way, dude. You okay? Well, you've been discerning all evening. I've been watching you. Oh, God, that was the worst thing I've ever had happen to me on stage. A man that doesn't smile just went, I'm listening. I don't like that at all. What did you do in the 1970s? Choke a woman to death? You did? 2, okay, cool. 2 and he's out. 2 and he's fresh out. You're shaking your head like you knew him. That's good. It was her sister. You see me on a fucking documentary pretty soon. You go down a dark channel on YouTube. You got a boat? You got a motorcycle?
Not yet. Not now.
Whoa. Don't answer for him. He's killed 2 women. We've established he's got an issue somewhere. So just burying him dry, huh? Nice. I mean, you guys' energy is just dog shit. That's why I'm talking to the murderer. I had to come up and be like, I had to fuck around a little bit, and everybody over here's like, did everybody in here get a text that their dog was sick? What the fuck is wrong with this whole side of the room? What happened to everyone? Do you guys all work at the same mall but a different store? What is this whole table? Is this a Mary Kay party? What is a Mary Kay party? Is that where women go to secretly be lesbians with their friends? Laughed far too hard at that. You've eaten a lady out at a Mary Kay party. Nope. Fuck all of them, man. I like this crew. What do you go as at the Renaissance Festival? Sprite? What do you go as when you go to the Ren Fair? Generic people in dresses. That's not nice to say about you. Do you hoard your tits way the fuck? What is up with that at the Ren? What about nights where they're like, yank your tits up to your throat? Or I'm not fighting for your honor, whore. Won't fight for a whore. You yank them wet. Does it hurt? I always see those girls walk. Don't interrupt me. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. We're having fun. Stone facing me, dude. I'm trying my hardest for you, ponytail. Sorry you had to ride your dirt bike all the way here. And the air quality's bad, but fuck up. He's got dirt bike lung. I've seen it, brother. It's good for your back, that corset thing. When you go, do you hork your tits all the way up too?
I'm just going with my ears and tail.
Oh, you're just going with your ears and tail. Well, fuck me for asking. Sorry. Some of us like to yank our tits up to our throat. And then by the time it's like 98 degrees, 4 hours later, you got that big turkey leg, you're like, Jesus Christ. Madeline, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't finish it. I'm about to fucking die out of here, Madeline. One of your names Madeline? Shit! There he is, jiggling with laughter. Won't open his mouth. Won't show his teeth because that's a sign of fucking weakness. I know, brother. Can't do that shit in prison. I know that. I had a fucking weird Sunday. I'll tell you. Here we go. Dude, okay, yesterday, I gotta bring this up. I live in kind of a shitty neighborhood, whatever, who cares? You know, I live downtown Cincinnati, and dude, all of the drug dealers on my street were wearing Rugrats cartoon t-shirts. And if you drove past them fast enough, it looked like Tommy Pickles was running. It fucked me up. These men's bodies are a cartoon. I had a fucking weird ass Sunday. Like, dude, okay, I was driving through rural? I was driving through the woods, Ohio. Thank you. That's rural. Okay. I was driving through rural Ohio. And dude, what the fuck is up with Amish people? Do you know about these? I thought Amish people were fake. I thought it was like a movie thing, for real. I thought being Amish was for the TV, for a movie, and then I saw them and I was like, what are they, farm Jews? What the fuck are they? What are they? And plus, dude, they play it fast and loose with those buggies, dude. I was going 70 miles an hour down a state route and an Amish dude with his whole family and it was just like, here we go, and turned. No house, no road, just gone. I was like, the wife was bouncing around, the baby, the omelet, that was bouncing around. There was like fucking horse shit on the street. I told my buddy, I was like, dude, have you seen Amish people, dude? They're fucking, he was like, dude, you better not mess with them. I was like, all right. He was like, they'll fuck you up, dude. They raise barns and shit. And I was like, dude, first of all, an Amish dude would not fuck me up. If you got pissed at me and came at me, I'd just be like, get away from me. Get away from me! The devil's in here, Hezekiah! Yeah! Because they're allergic to light or whatever the fuck is wrong with them. I was at a bar and I saw a lady. By the time I say this, you're gonna know it was a woman. I saw a woman bring a cat into the bar on a leash. Yeah, every time I say that, it's never a woman. It's nobody's like, what was his name? What did he look like? Nah, it's a woman. Does anybody want to guess that woman's race? White as hell. Yeah, that's right. She was so white you could see her spine from the front. She was white. Dude, bringing a cat into a bar is the same thing as bringing a baby onto an airplane. As soon as anybody sees it, they're like, see, man, this is why I fucking hate women. This is the reason why I hate them. Also, cats, worst animal in public. Sorry about your ears. Hold on. They are the worst in public. Look, I had a cat. I love my cat. My cat died. Shot him. He shouldn't have scratched my shoes. No, I'm kidding. He had diabetes, so I fucking shot him. Yeah. You don't get sick in my family. Kapow. So, no, I didn't shoot him. They're the worst animals in public. Because, look, dude, if a dog is thirsty in a bar, the bartender just puts a water bowl down, and any dog will run up and be like, ah, 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 ah. And people will be like, oh my God, dog in the bar. Yeah. But if a cat's thirsty in a bar, the owner has to be like, excuse me.
Is there a constantly dripping shower he can drink out of? Please! Is there a pint glass of water that's been sitting on a windowsill for 3 fucking days? It's the summer, please!
Also, cats in public, come on. If you're driving through a neighborhood and you see a stray dog in the neighborhood, what does everybody do? You see a stray dog and you're driving, you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Help it, that's a fur baby, help it. Gary, pull the fuck over, help. You see a stray cat in the neighborhood and you're like, this is a bad fucking neighborhood, dude. What am I, in Brazil? Dude, what do you guys think Doggy Style was called before it was called Doggy Style? Do you think it was called me coming faster than I've ever come in my life? All right, that's the show. Come on. Fun. All right, come back to Go Bananas. Come check us out. We got shows all weekend, 7:30 and 9:45. Look on the website, get tickets. All right, get home safe. Bye-bye now.